Hi, I'm Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and today I want to talk to you about letting your tarot cards ask you the questions. So I think you're probably really familiar with asking your tarot deck questions, but did you know that if you approach your deck in a totally different way and allow the cards to ask you the questions, you can have a very different tarot
So
experience?
for this exercise, I want you to choose one card, but don't ask a question. So you can either do this exercise along with me. I've chosen the Seven of Wands from the Heart and Hands Tarot by Liz Blackburn. That's the deck I'm using. So you can follow along with me, or you can draw your own card. So you're not going to ask a question, you're just going to randomly draw a card. The first thing you're going to do is take a good look at this card and notice how you feel when you look at this card. So that is the first question that your tarot card has for you, is how do I make you feel? How does looking at me, this card, make you feel? And just notice that. Now, it might make you feel relieved, you might feel happy, you might feel stressed out, but just notice your feeling. The next question your tarot card has for you is, what do you notice most in this card? Is there a particular spot in the card that your gaze is drawn to? Is there a particular symbol or aspect of the card that is jumping out at you? So for me, I'll give you my impressions that I personally am getting. You can always just pause the video if you want a chance to kind of consider your own your own insights and your own ideas, and then listen to mine after. But my impression when I look at this card, the first thing I notice is the fist right in the middle, like this big fist that's gripping the wand or the club. That's what my attention is just drawn to. So the next question that your tarot card has for you is, what does this symbol that you're drawn to represent to you? And just keep it really simple and really literal. So when I look at the gripping fist, that to me represents holding on to something, gripping something, squeezing something, grasping something. They're holding a club, so it's almost like defending oneself or fighting or something like that. The next question is kind of similar to the first question, and it is, what is the overall theme of this symbol? So what's the theme? So for me, when I look at the fist, the theme is holding or wielding a club. So it could be, the theme could be holding on to something, not letting go. It could also be defensive, like defending yourself. The next question your tarot card has for you is, are you doing this in your life? So whatever your symbol represents to you, is there anywhere in your life that you are doing this? Or is there somewhere in your life that you need to be doing this? So this symbol could represent a positive thing, or it could be kind of more of a negative thing, or just a neutral thing. So for me, the question I ask myself is, where in my life am I holding on to something? Am I tightly grasping something somewhere in my life? And does that serve me? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I might also ask, what am I defending? Do I feel defensive about something? Do I have my back up about something? Where in my life do I feel like I'm having to prove myself or fight people off? And just take a moment to really explore that. This can be the most challenging question, because you're really tying in the meaning of the card with your own personal life. So, take your time with this one. It might take you a while to get this and to pinpoint whether this card is telling you you need to be doing something, or is it telling you you need to stop doing something? Or it might be saying both of those things. Now the next question your card has for you is, how does this impact your life? Does this impact your life in a positive way, a negative way, or both, or neutral? So for me, I might ask, how does holding on to something, and I'll let you know, I tend to hold on to a lot of physical objects like old clothes and old books and stuff that I have no interest in ever looking at again. And I have this habit of like not wanting to let go of those things. So for me, how does that affect my life? To me, it causes stagnant energy in my home, and I think it holds me back in a lot of ways, and it makes me feel like I'm not free because I have all this stuff in my basement, in my storage. The next question is this a quality that you want to invite, or is it a quality you want to discourage? So whatever your symbol is, whatever it represents to you, is this a quality that you want more of in your life, or is it something you want less of in your life? So for me, that quality of holding on to things, I kind of want to let go of that. I want to have an easier time letting go of things. But this card also represents something positive, which could be the ability to defend yourself and fight back, which could be a negative thing or it could be a positive thing. But I see that as a positive thing, having that kind of passion and energy to fight for something that you believe in. So that might be a quality that I want to explore and see, am I doing that in my life? Should I be doing it more? Should I be doing it less? That's something I might want to encourage more of in my life. So the last question, we're going to put it all together. And the last question is, what will you do differently now as a result of having these insights that you had here today when you looked at your card? How are you going to work those insights and ideas into your life? So, what are you going to do differently? For me, what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to make a list of all the things that I want to let go of. And then I'm going to challenge myself to let go of some of those things one at a time. Slowly, not all in one day, but one at a time, letting go of some of those things. I might also make a list of the things that are important to me that I feel are worth fighting for. So what is worth me putting a lot of energy and passion behind? And I think just getting clear on that's going to help me kind of move forward and make some decisions on, what projects do I want to start? What art projects do I want to put time into? Where do I want to volunteer this year? What courses do I want to create for my website? What blog posts do I want to write? Who do I want to hang out with? Do I want to travel? How do I want to spend my time? So it's going to have an impact on my life that way. So I hope you found this exercise fun and helpful. I hope it's given you a new perspective on your tarot cards. And please feel free to share with me your insights and your ideas. If you drew your own card, what card did you get? And what symbol jumped out at you? And if you were looking at the card that I drew, what stood out to you? What insights did you get? And please feel free to share in the comments below. And you can find out more fun exercises like this and e-courses, e-books, deck reviews, all kinds of fun stuff on my website, dailytarotgirl.com. Thanks for watching.